Your inconsistency is keeping you from the online business, the life of your dreams. Hi, everyone. I'm Steffi Lane, and welcome to the Magnetic Online Leader podcast. If you're watching this on Spotify or you're listening here on YouTube, hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about being unrecognizable and being consistent. And no, I'm not going to talk about how you have to be like Gary Vee or posting all the time and doing all the things and hustling. While there is a time for that, I'm going to be talking about ways to be sustainable with your consistency. And then I'm also going to invite for a chance for you to work with me one-on-one if you're interested. But this episode is all about what it is about staying on track, progressing forward. And the gap from where you are and where you want to be can be extremely frustrating. I know I've been on an entrepreneur journey for the last 10 years, and I understand from that gap to gain how frustrating it can be. But there are actually some solutions on how to transform your consistency, how to be unrecognizable, and how to have the business and the life of your dreams. So what happens is when you are consistent, you start to compare yourself to others, right? We all do that. We all do that on social media. We all compare ourselves. There goes into self-criticism. There is this perfectionism and overthinking and striving for things to be a certain way before you move forward. I work with a lot of clients. I have an agency as well, a digital marketing agency, and a lot of our clients get stuck in this cycle of perfectionism, of having to get this be right. And the thing about online business, the thing about this, I've been doing this for a while. It's still the wild, wild west. It's still fairly new. People are going to tell you that they have this proven system, the exact way, the 1, 2, 3, the A to Z. And while that stuff is awesome and amazing, and I love some of it and I take some of it, it's actually not 100% true that everyone has the exact same system that's going to work for you. You've got to find the system, the thing that works for you that you can be consistent with. That's what we're going to talk about today. And when you're not inconsistent, you have this lack of progress. And when you have this lack of progress, you see like no significant advancement in your business and you get really down in the dumps. And then that turns into like a negative mental spiral. You're like, I suck, this sucks. And it dominates your whole thing. You miss deadlines. You are not true to your word, to yourself. And then your reputation suffers as it fails to meet these commitments. So what is the solution to all this, right? The solution to releasing comparison, to self-criticism, to letting go of perfectionism and overthinking, to lacking progress, lacking momentum, lacking feedback, to going in this mental spiral of, oh, I suck, this sucks, to missing deadlines is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency in all parts, okay? All right, so embracing consistency. So what is the secret to success? I know I've been really recently on my fitness game lately, and I was a little frustrated, which I was so happy that this happened because I had been about like 8 to 10 weeks in this program. And I wasn't seeing results. I wasn't feeling results. I wasn't seeing results, even though I paid for a nutrition plan. I, signed up to do the strength training and Pilates program, but everybody kept saying, trust the process, be consistent with it, continue to do it. And when I was like, God, okay, I'll just do it. I'll stay consistent. I'll trust the process. I'll like let it go out of my hands. And guess what happened? I'm like week 12 in and I'm like, okay, I see it. I feel it. Oh, I like it. I like to see like my abs are starting to pop out. I'm starting to not pop out, but like starting to define. I'm starting to see more sculpting in my booty, and I'm seeing my arms getting really toned and getting really strong, and my back feels stronger. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So that's the thing. Your ability to be consistent can fix all these issues because it's not about being perfect. And I said it's not about being online 24/7. It's about a few key principles that I'm going to discuss. And consistency is about having confidence in your word. Let me say that again. Consistency is about having confidence in your word and in your product, in your business, how you deliver for your clients. And when you are consistent, you attract the cash flow, you attract the clients, you attract the opportunities because they're like, ooh, this person is the real deal. This person is going to practice what they preach. This person is, I've learned this new word, is congruent, right? They feel congruent with it. My journey from inconsistency to consistent is I actually needed to drop this identity because the last few years I had struggled with this for many, many years. And what happened was it was slow or no progress, lack of momentum, changing directions all the time, shiny object syndrome, and immense frustration that I had with myself and with my audience and the people, and they just don't get it. And why is this happening that way? And it was honestly, it was really a soul suck and a time suck. And I don't want that for you because I just don't want that for you. I don't want you to feel stuck. I want you to make progress because progress is so good. And I spent years not building my own brand, but focusing on my agency, which is fine. And I'm glad I did that. But I was constantly comparing myself to others. And I knew that I could do this. I knew that I had the capacity. I knew that I had the ability to make this happen, to build an online brand, to connect with people, to have an audience, to do big, big, big things. But it was really actually affecting my self-esteem and giving me this like negative spiral because I was missing deadlines, broken promises, and I wasn't moving forward. And you just don't want that. You just don't want that. So I want this identity no more for you, and I don't want it for my clients anymore. Like, let's drop this inconsistency, especially for women. Oh my gosh, I hear it so much and so often. I'm not consistent. I'm not posting. I'm not sharing. I'm not talking about my business. Fill in the blank, right? When you're not doing those things, and there's nothing wrong with taking breaks. We all need mental breaks. We all need times of reflection. We all need times of inquiring and going in. That's important. But when you get off this consistency, it's really hard to get back in motion. It's quite challenging to get the bike moving back again. So it's okay if you pedal faster. It's okay if you pedal slower. It's okay if you go down a hill. Sometimes you're going to be going up a hill. But consistency, the power of consistency is the thing about developing a strong core relationship with it. And being consistent in my business, my word, and my world, even my fitness with my relationships, my clients has become a big power move for me because consistency is the secret to success, and continuing to move forward with that has mattered more in my transformation in life and business than anything else. Like in our agency, we have this new content wheel system where we create one piece of content per week, and then we post it onto our blog. And then from our blog, it goes to Spotify. From Spotify, it goes to YouTube. So you're watching this is part of the content wheel. And there's a bare minimum to the consistency of it. And I feel like I can make it and I can batch it and I can do it. And it's actually making me a better leader. And I am now identified as a consistent woman. I'm a consistent earner. I'm a consistent consultant and strategist. I'm a consistent coach. I'm a consistent goddess, feminine teacher. Like, you get to be the identity that you want. And if you don't like being flaky, you don't like being inconsistent, you don't like being just somebody, right? You want to be unrecognizable, then you've got to do this. So this newfound consistency feels powerful and has brought me closer to my goals and my dreams. And if you're struggling with this, I'm sure you can relate, and embracing that consistency and what it looks like. First, what does that look like, consistency? Consistency is being all in, having clarity, having a strategy, having focus, and having milestones and markers that are like, okay, I'm doing this. I've got this. I can go. I can continue to share the things, to post the things, to show up in the business, to check the emails, to do my admin. It's that constant motion, that constant motion. And that's why I'm really thrilled to start speaking about this, especially more online, and to become unrecognizable. This is my 90-day total beauty, joy, and richer identity transformation program. And this is available just for a few people. And what we will do is it's a hybrid program. It's part private coaching, part group program. And think of it like a fitness routine, but it's going to be focused for your beauty, your joy, and your financial freedom. So what you can expect is we're going to elevate your personal routines with a personal plan and glow up strategies. You're going to experience a noticeable shifts in your happiness and your magnetism and your overall positive energy. And we're going to focus on the richness. How can you stay consistent? How can you be consistent? What are the financial strategies? What are the money making activities? What are the marketing? What's the messaging that I need to define, that I need to root into myself, who I am? And I love to blend this with a sense of play, beauty, fun, and embodiment approach. And then also the strategic approach of like, what do we need to set up? What kind of goals, what KPIs do we need to do? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you outsource your weaknesses and get this transformation rolling? So if you're interested, you can go to steffielane.com or you can message me on Instagram and see if we're a good fit to work one-on-one. But again, with this consistency, I'm going to talk about a few ways that you can stay consistent. And it's very helpful when you have a coach and when you have a mentor and you have somebody that's got your back and someone that's keeping you accountable. That's what I feel like coaching is all about, is that somebody else knows what you want to achieve. And so you are holding yourself accountable to get those things. So first, set clear and achievable goals. Set clear, achievable things that you want to achieve. So a lot of people lack consistency because they lack clarity. But when you know what the goal is and you know what you want to strive towards, you are more committed to go after it. When you know what the goal is and you are striving, you know what to go for. I had to say that twice because I want you to really get this in. When you are specific versus being very vague, it's clear what the markers are. And then you can break it down. You can track your progress. You can see what's happening. You can be like, okay, this is I'm getting this many subscribers, or this is happening on my social media. Oh, I've lost a little bit of BMI weight or whatever. I don't know exactly what that is because I'm not in the fitness realm anymore. But recently my BMI went down, which I was like, yeah, my body mass index, which I was really excited about. And then the second part, which I am such a master at, is creating a routine and sticking with it. Creating a routine, sticking with it, and making it sustainable and making it format to your strengths, to your desires, to your dreams, to what you want. Scheduling out your task, allocating a specific time of when you're going to do things. Consistency is easier when you know when to expect them. Prioritizing important tasks like this is number one, this is number two, this is what's happening. And then staying flexible, staying curious, hearing and feeling what is best for you. And then the last part, which I love, is finding accountability and support. Because when you join communities, you invest in coaches, you have people, you work with them, you share your goals, it is way more powerful because you have spoken to somebody and somebody can receive it and someone can hold you in the highest light, in the highest frame of this is for you. This is for you. You can do this. So I really just desire for all of us, for you to be consistent, because there are a lot of inconsistent people. And if you can be one of the consistent women, the consistent people that share their word, do the thing, execute, repeat, know when they're in the wrong, know when they need to redo something, that they're staying in line with what is their goal, what is their focus, you're going to see your life transform. You're going to see your business transform. You're going to see things change constantly over and over and over and again. And it's going to feel so magnetic, and so good. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this Magnetic Online Leader podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, please, and share a comment or leave a review. I'd appreciate it so much. And also, you can DM me on Instagram. I love chatting with people over there. And let's get you to be unrecognizable. Okay? Mwah. Love you.